Hello everybody and welcome to episode 7 of United We Stand with Southend. Today we try to do a bit of giant killing as we take on Fleetwood Town in the second round of the FA Cup. Let's see the results we've had since we've last been together. And we've been on a bit of a hot streak since the draw with Forest Green Rovers. Well, Joe Gubbins has. He scored once against Tamworth as we beat them by 3-0. Moncur and Newell with the other goals. Then he scored a hat-trick as we beat Oldham by 4-3. Josh Walker scored the other goal. He himself grabbed 2 as we beat Boston United. George Moncur got the other one. And last time around, another 2 goals for Mr. Gubbins as we beat Eastleigh by 2-0. So those 4 wins on the bounce have propelled us into second place. A point behind Altrincham, but they've played a game less than we have. Same with Wealdstone, they are 2 points behind us. And there is a little bit of a gap starting to emerge. You would have expected Forest Green would be higher, they're 14th. You would have expected Barnet would have been higher, they're 15th. You would expect Sutton to be higher, they're 11th. So there are some teams in there, York, Gateshead and Wealdstone, who you probably wouldn't expect to be in and around the promotion picture, including us as well, to be perfectly frank. Now the third round of the FA Trophy has been drawn. We are at home to Malden and Tiptree, so we should be alright to get through that. And we take on Fleetwood today. Let's see how they've been getting on. And I think it's fair to say they've had a bit of a rough time of it of late. They were beaten by Bolton in the EFL Trophy, or what the bloody hell they call it these days. They were hammered by Newport County at Rodney Parade. They drew with Carlisle. They did beat Port Vale last time around. And to be fair, they had a bit of a good run before that. So they're not probably in the best of confidence, which is good for us as we travel to Fleetwood. And they've made plenty of changes as well, as Charlie Adams, Fleetwood start with Lynch in goal, Bolton, Bennett, Potter, Hunt, Shaw, Bagley, Pepion, Broom, Beneros, with Laidlaw looking like he's leading the line. I never know anymore. As we start with Colin in goal, Wind, Gubbins, Taylor, Ralph, Walker, Miley, Moncur, Lapsley, Bridge, with Peppel alongside Walker. Macaulay Bonnie's back on the bench. And we will save him for later. Now, can we do a bit of giant killing? It'd be nice, wouldn't it? To knock out Fleetwood and make our way through to round 3. So it is 1 up top for Fleetwood Town. Visited their stadium when we went up to the Fylde Coast. It was a long walk, let me tell you, from the town centre. But it's a lovely little stadium, was Highbury Stadium. Just a shame about the name. Let's get off and underway, shall we? Come on! In the rain. Let's see if we can make it through to round 3 of the FA Cup. That would be really nice. And a big home tie against higher opposition. Championship or Premier League, I have no preference at this point. It's a money spinner, as they call it. Obviously, without the replays, I'm not sure if the update will have the replays from round 3 and beyond. It'll be interesting to see whether that is in or not. I'd imagine that would be quite difficult to change. But anyway, we'll see how we get there. As Miley has got the ball. We'll have a conversation about FA Cup replays. It's a subject that I'm on. As Moncur gets the header on goal. Oh, it's saved. How has he clawed that away? Oh, honestly. Maybe George Moncur needs to put a bit more pace on it. But we've started the better. Definitely. Moncur with the corner. Can we find the back of the net from the header? No, we cannot. And Pepion will head it away. Bridge will pick it up. Back into Miley. Keep everybody forward. Ralph into Bridge again. Swings that towards the penalty area, but Lynch will claim that pretty comfortably. I mean, they are 4th, Fleetwood, in League 2. I should mention that if you didn't see it in the graphic. So, have they got the FA Cup on their mind? I mean, you should do as a lower league side. As I mentioned, the riches that come with playing a team from the higher leagues. As Wind has got the ball. Will he whisk it into the penalty area? We'll go low, looking for Peppel, and that is the goal we deserve. Frankly, after 12 minutes, we have been the better side. Southend are in front, and it's Peppel with the goal. There was a conversation in my head, at least, whether we take him out to bring back in MacLeod. I'm glad I didn't do it now. It's a good cross from Wind, and Pepple sends it into the top corner. The National League side are in front. Is it so much of a shock if we beat a League Two side, though? Really? These days? I mean, the gap is so small between the two divisions. As the ball goes in towards the far post, it's headed away. Can Jack Bridge pick it up? He started to run after it, then gave up on it. Shaw onto Bolton. In towards Pepion. Inside the penalty area, gets the shot away off the post. Oh, it's agonisingly over the line. And Fleetwood hit back immediately. Cartwheel. I mean, that seems a little bit over the top, doesn't it? We're unlucky. Colin's unlucky, to be fair. Does he get his hand to it? Should he get his hand to it from this angle? I mean, Ralph is turned far too easily. That's the first thing I'd say. Yeah, it's a difficult one, but it agonisingly goes over the line. Do I get a bit of encouragement on the field? I think I do. Keep going. We've been the better side to start with, although Fleetwood have started to turn the screw. Good save, Colin. Bridge picking it up. On that left-hand side, turning, twisting, finding Wind at the far post. No, Wind didn't bother rising. Laidlaw picks it up. Fleetwood breaking forward. We've got to be careful on the counter. That's it. Just funneling back behind the ball. Shaw. Driving through the middle. Will he save it? He will, Colin. It was a shot from distance in the rain. They are difficult to deal with. He's going to be sure to take the corner as well. Fleetwood have started to impose themselves a little bit more. Might go down to balanced. We're on positive at the moment. Didn't suggest changing it before kickoff, so I left it where it was as Walker comes away. Turning into a really good cup tie so far. Walker's coming down the right-hand side. Can he find anybody in the centre? No, Hunt will bring him down before he gets an opportunity. And I want a card for that. Oh, referee. Honestly. Bolton with the throw. Has he got a long one? That's what she said. Shaw. Plays it on to Bolton. Swings it into the penalty area. Will we head it away? And Colin with a good catch in the end. Just got to get to half-time at the moment. We'll have a look at the possession stats. I think we will go down to balanced at half-time, personally, though. Because we are stemming the tide at the moment as Walker picks it up. Needs a bit of support. Or does he? Gets away from one. Doesn't get away from the other one. Does pick it up, though. Plays it back into Gubbins. On towards Moncur. Round the corner for Miley. Through to Pepple. Maybe should have gone to Walker. Laidlaw picks it up. They are flooding forward, Fleetwood. Fair play to them. They are committing bodies forward as Bagley's got the ball inside the penalty area. Wind with a good block. It's behind for a corner. It is going one way, then the other. At the moment, as I say, a really good cut tie is breaking out. As the Southend fans who have travelled in their numbers, to be fair. It's a long way to Fleetwood. As the ball is headed away. And that is half-time. Well, after the opening salvo, Fleetwood have been on top, but we are still dominating the possession, so we're going to keep positive on. We've been shooting very well today. It'd be nice if we can find a second goal. We're controlling possession. Let's do it. Come on. They're there for the taking. This is not a mismatch by any stretch of the imagination. Ralph goes down. And Broom is going to pick up a yellow card. I mean, they're a Charlie Adams side, aren't they? What's that, their fourth booking so far? Oh, just a talking to. I mean, he clattered into him. Jesus. Referee's being very lenient on some of the challenges we're seeing, at least. Right, Ryan Broom has gone off the field. We're going to see this throw, and then we're going to make a change. Macaulay Bonne is going to be the man to come on. As Bolton swings it in towards the back stick. We've got to head that away. Over the top of the bar. No, off the bar and over. We've got lucky there. Two missed it at the back post. Yeah, Josh Walker is going to be the man to come off for Macaulay Bonne. It's an easy decision. 9 subs we got to pick from, by the way. So many subs to pick from. And we're going to take off George Moncur as well. And we're going to bring on Noor. Can anyone find a winner? As Bridge picks it up. Into Ralph. Plays it on to Taylor. In towards Bridge. Ralph again. Need to move away from him. Lapsley picking the ball up. Trying to pepper it over the top. Doesn't find Pepple. Finds Hussain though. Will he get a shot away? Nor he will! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, ho, ho, ho. Pick that one out. We're back in front. 65 minutes gone. Nor off the bench. And if he continues to do that off the bench, maybe you might start more. Definitely something I should think about He picks it up here, and he just unleashes one from the D. Oh, back in front. Come on. Let's see the job through now. We are going to make a change at the back. Harry Taylor's looking pretty tired. And we are going to bring on Crowther. I've kind of forgotten about Crowther. He picked up a few bookings in a row, and I was like, I don't really want to lose you. So, yeah, he's not been playing that much. And do we take off Jack Bridge and try and stiffen this up in the middle? I think we do, don't we? We're going to bring on Ollie Coker to do that. And just play in front of the back four. Maybe we'll get Miley to do that. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Who normally plays? Oh, it's Morton, isn't it? Never mind. I brought somebody on. We got a corner. 20 minutes to play. The Southend fans are in full voice behind that goal at the far end. And Ralph will pick it up. Coker, Wind, shoot! Oh, Gubbins, he will! Over the top of the bar. Just keep pressing him. Looking for the ball over the top. Interesting. Bagley in behind. Plenty of bodies in the box. As Glenford is one of them. He's headed it wide. Right, do we make one final change? Yes, we do. We're going to take off Mr. Lapsley. And we're going to bring on James Morton. And we are really going to try and shut the door on this now. That's what we've got to do at this point. 9 minutes plus added time. Noor. Ooh, Ralph picks it up. Noor again. Plays it across into Coker. Onto Wind. Have a shot, George. He does! Oh, it's another beautiful goal! George Wind! Put a bit of gust behind that, didn't he? First ever goal for Southend. And it's going to be the one that knocks Fleetwood Town out of the FA Cup. Oh my lord. George Wind. Beautiful goal. Fair play. That gets a round of applause from me. With what we did earlier in the FM24 cycle, it is nice to be the hunter rather than the hunted. And we are going to make it through to round 3 of the FA Cup. We will see the draw at the end. And we'll see who we get. Macaulay Bond heads towards Lynch. I think he was offside anyway, yeah. But just play out the time. Fleetwood are not going to come back from this. What a result this is going to be. What a feather in the cap it's going to be as well for me. When it comes to talking to them about doing anything to try and help us get up this year. Because we've proved now we can play against a team from a higher division. Admittedly, they make a few changes, but you've still got to beat them. Oh, ball across. Gubbins heads it away. Jeepers. Don't make it interesting. Hunt with the ball low. Bagley with the shot. Deflected behind. We are throwing ourselves in front of things. We've got 2 minutes to hold on. Fellas, and they're not going to score twice in 2 minutes, are they? Ball towards the back stick, headed away. Not with set pieces like that. Deflected, and Gubbins hacks it clear. Coker will pick it up. Breaks on. McCall. Oh, Pepple. Go on, son. You're through. Finish it. Make it 4. Will he do it? Yes, he will. Slams it in. Fleetwood Town 1. Southend United 4. Wow. I mean, he slowed down. And I really thought he was going to get caught. Because he just takes the touch. He's just a little bit heavy, that second one. But then he calms himself down. And he fires it in for 4. What a result. Fleetwood, they're probably shell-shocked. Their fans are all on their way home, probably. They have seen enough. Ball towards the back stick. Colin with the claim. You can blow the full-time whistle, Mr. Referee. Not even going to do that on time. As Colin is going to send it down the field, is he? Should blow up when the ball is in flight. Sends it long, looking for Pepple. I mean, how long are you going to play? Seriously? We're nearly 30 seconds over, man. We're done. It's over. Ball in. That is it. Southend win it. After being pegged back in the first half, we have railroaded them in the second half. And we fully deserve to go into round 3. And we're going to share the limelight with Kidderminster Harriers, who have knocked out Bolton Wanderers, which is a huge result for Kiddy. That is amazingly good. Aldershot deserve a special mention, taking Doncaster to a replay. Dorking beating Bromley. Newly promoted Bromley. That's another shock as well. Any others? Huddersfield beat Weston-super-Mare. Barrow beating Mansfield. That's League 2 against League 1. That's probably a big result for Barrow. Salford beating Peterborough. Yeah, that's another big one. Wrexham beating Woking. And Wycombe beating Braintree. So yeah, just the 3 shocks. Ours probably the biggest, but maybe not. And to catch up with the National League games that have taken place today as well, Altrincham beat Wealdstone, so they go back 4 points clear at the top. Ebbsfleet picked up a win against Forest Green. Hartlepool beat Yeovil, and Fyle beat Tamworth. Time for the draw. And the most random person is in charge today. David O'Leary is the host of the... I never understand this. Let's go. Let's start the draw for the 3rd round of the FA Cup. West Ham are at home to Preston North End. Newcastle, Tottenham. Oh, Christ, really? Wolves are at home. They'll play Cardiff City. Stoke will play Portsmouth. Lincoln will play Gateshead or Gillingham. Kidderminster Harriers. Who are they going to be rewarded against? Arsenal. That's a good draw for Kiddie. Shame we didn't get that. The Swansea City are at home to Bristol Rovers. Ooh, that's a derby game, isn't it? Pretty much. Brentford will take on Sheffield United. Burnley will take on Leeds United. Leyton Orient are at home to Crystal Palace. London derby for that. Doncaster or Aldershot will take on Sunderland. Barnet or York will take on Hull City. Derby County are at home. Wouldn't mind that. Against Birmingham. Ooh, that's a tasty one as well. Plymouth Argyle will pay Dorking. A reward for Dorking there. Norwich City are at home to Carlisle or Radcliffe Borough. West Brom are at home to Luton. Ipswich are at home to Chelsea. Ooh. Nottingham Forest are at home. They will play Middlesbrough. Manchester City are at home to Oxford United. Manchester United are at home to Aston Villa. Everton are at home to Leicester City. Okay, the big ones, they're disappearing fast here, aren't they? Sheffield Wednesday will take on Huddersfield Town. Local derby there as well. Brighton are at home to Barrow. Southampton are at home to Oldham or Charlton. AFC Wimbledon or Reading will play Rotherham. Bristol City will play Queen's Park Rangers. 12 teams left in the pot and we're still not out. Salford will take on Fulham. Watford will play Coventry City. Blackburn Rovers are at home to Wrexham. Oh, that's a big tie as well. Liverpool are at home to Colchester. Close, but not close enough. Millwall are at home to Wycombe Wanderers. Bournemouth, we are the last team out of the hat, but we're going to travel to the Vitality Stadium to take on Bournemouth. So with that juicy 3rd round FA Cup tie secured, what we're going to do, we're going to come back next time around for the game with Dagenham and Redbridge at Roots Hall. Now, we saw Dagenham at the start of the season, and we have been much better since we played them, so hopefully we can beat them in the local derby. So we'll take on Morden and Tiptree in another local derby in the FA Trophy. Gateshead, Sutton, Halifax and Rochdale before we come back after Christmas for Dagenham and Redbridge. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.